Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into your reading, okay, for love, for the next 7 days in love. If you're regular on my channel, you know that I am a Sagittarius and I love reading for you guys. So this is a reading I do, the general love reading. I look at your mind, body, heart, and soul, and the general theme of, you know, where you are at in your love life this next 7 days. What's the general, you know, focus or theme, and what energy is covering it. And then we look at some clarifiers and call it a reading. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see. Where are you at in the next 7 days? Show me what's going on for Sagittarius. Next 7 days. Straight on the center, Page of Swords, confidence, and the devil. Woo, Lord. Another page, overcoming fear and love. The moon, Two of Pentacles, and Five of Cups, regret. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Cups. A desire to really have a heart-to-heart, a desire to be with someone who is like you, who can be as deep as you, sensitive as you, share as much as you, right? A Queen of Cups there. All right, Sagittarius. Wow, we got the devil crossing. Look at that. Look at all of that blue energy, and then bam, the devil's right there. We got Five of Cups and Moon. Wow. Well, at the center, let's get right to it. Pages are always about overcoming fear, right? Pages in the tarot represent that stage of the first stage of the ladder in terms of overcoming fear in that suit. So Page of Swords is all about overcoming mental fear and anguish, self-doubt, you know, negative thoughts, beginning to be much more sort of I want to say confident about your communication, confident about how you talk to people, confident about how you express yourself, right? And confident that you can do and put in place the plans that you have, that you're not going to be a failure, right? Or be inadequate. So there's a real, I want to say, mental and confidence and communicative. There's a confidence coming in over the next 7 days in communication. There's also just like overcoming the fear of saying what you want to say, right? Page of Swords is like, look, all right, you know, maybe you've been holding back saying what you want to say in a particular love connection or in the area of love to a particular person. But this week is like, no, it's going to be about honesty. It's going to be about confidence. It's going to be about clarity, right? Standing up for yourself in love. Covered by the devil. So there's a lot of sort of temptation coming in, and this is good that the Page of Swords is there, because there's temptation, there's manipulation coming in, there's lust here. I feel like somebody is extremely lustful for you. You may be very lustful for them, but there's definitely an air over the next 7 days of like that passion, sexual tension, energy. There may be a little bit too much drinking going on, a little bit too much partying going on, right? With that devil coming in like that, strong like that. Devil is the card for Capricorn. Maybe dealing with Capricorn, someone's Capricorn energy, or the moon is there for Pisces as well. But Page of Swords, it's important. It's interesting, you know, because the Page of Swords is exactly what you need with the devil, because Page of Swords is going to remain sort of clear-headed and sort of on the side of optimism, because it's pessimism, self-doubt, and negativity that take you to the shadow side of the devil, that make you a slave to your passions, that make you a slave to your desires like drugs and sex or what have you, right? And alcohol, whatever vice you're into, right? But that clarity from the Page of Swords is going to help you kind of cut through all of that. It could be that somebody is also being highly charged with you, highly sexed with you, and yet you may not be getting that communication from them that you'd like. And so Page of Swords, again, is reminding you not to be afraid to assert your need for other things besides only the carnal, physical side of a situation. Now, body and mind. Okay, in your body, Page of Cups, right? So it's just little tokens of love, expressions of love. Again, pages are about overcoming fear in that area. So Page of Cups, it's about overcoming fear of rejection in love, right? Being willing to make the first move, being willing to make the first step, you know, being willing to say, hey, I like you, you want to go get a coffee, right? Not being afraid, right, to dip your toe into a possible connection with someone, or or at least express yourself, right? Express your desire for someone, not being afraid. Now, this could be you, right? Or this could also be somebody gingerly moving towards you. But this is going to be, this is in the area of your body and your physical realm, in the area of love. So this is going to be very tangible, right? Some of you will literally get invited out for a cup of coffee or a drink or something like that, something light. And it's going to be something fresh and new. And some of you are going to be doing it. Now, in your head, Sagittarius, you have a Two of Pentacles. So mentally, you're juggling a lot when it comes to your environment, right? And when it comes to love. And it's interesting because in your mind, it's like, how shall I put it? You're gonna be busy with just like the very sort of day-to-day sort of activity, right? In love. Like, first of all, you're already busy. Aside from your love area, Sagittarius resonating with this reading, you're already busy in your life with your work and your career and the projects that you're doing. So you're already juggling a lot of that, right? And then also when it comes to love, it's like that's also happening with love. It could be that you're juggling dates, or you're juggling time to actually make time for love, right? To make time to be socializing, dating, or what have you. And so you're kind of fitting it all in this next 7 days, but you're also being very practical about it. Just remember that the devil is there, and so yes, you do have responsibilities. You do have a lot that you're juggling right now, and so mentally you want to kind of remember that so that you aren't kind of falling prey to the devil in as much as partying too much, you know, just being too sort of extreme, right? Being too sort of out there, you know, letting yourself go necessarily, right? Letting yourself sort of, and even sexually, because like, again, it feels like a lot of sexual tension. So it could even be as simple as like, you know, spending too much time having sex, you know, rather than getting to work and getting on with all of the things that you're juggling, right? So mentally, you know, your responsibilities, the tasks, the things that you need to get done on a day-to-day basis are important. And so you almost need to be thinking about whatever it is you're doing in love like that too. Like, you just can't let yourself go or spend it, you know, I mean, forget about the time and, oh, where is the time gone? I was supposed to do this, this, and this, right? So this is very important to keeping you grounded, is remaining focused, because you've got a lot going on right now, right? And the excesses of the devil, you know, I think that was the word I was looking for. The excess of the devil, getting caught up in the excess of it all, will be too much. And so you've got a lot of grounding here. And I feel like this devil energy is coming in for you from the outside for sure. Now, Moon and Five of Cups is where your heart and soul is at. Well, your heart is confused right now. Again, your heart is getting a little bit confused. You're not really sure where you're at or what's going on. This strong sexual energy here, but not necessarily a lot of communication. You're not afraid to communicate with that Page of Swords, but perhaps the other person is. And so heart-wise, there's something going on here where you're just not sure. And it could be just that, you know, you're dealing with someone, or you're dealing with, right now you're dealing with, you know, some kind of connection in your love life that it's just, it may be only physical, or it may be just too physical. It's just not giving you anything else but the physical. And so you're not really sure where you're at with it. Moon energy, kind of like, well, this is like, you know, what's going on here? You know, is there going to be progress here? You know, how do they feel about me? How do I feel about them? You're not sure about how you feel about them either, right? So it doesn't feel, and I'm not saying that this is down to one necessarily connection. It could be a new, you know, just people. If you're unattached Sagittarius, this could just be the state of your dating and love life right now, right? Or it could be associated with one person. In either case, right now, there is a lot of I want to say the moon is more just kind of like if you're with one person, then you guys are not, you're kind of, it's vague, right? There's a lot of sex and it's vague. But if you aren't necessarily with one person and you're dating, this next 7-day period may just be a period for you, Sagittarius, where you're trying to work out what it is you want. You're trying to work out where your head is at. Because this page, strong page energy here is letting me know that it's like you're kind of coming out, right, of a period of maybe having fear in love, having fear about talking about love or communicating yourself. And now you're coming out of that, and this moon energy is letting you know that in your heart of hearts, you're kind of still trying to figure out what it is you want, and what it is that is going on right here, especially with this strong sexual energy there. And your spirit, 5 of Cups. So there is definitely, I want to say, regret in your spirit, right? There can be regret coming up. You may be thinking about past relationships that didn't work out, right? And, why didn't they work out, right? Or it could just be that, this sexual energy this week, devil energy, page of cups, and then with this unsurety here with the moon, it can be that, it's making you miss an old relationship. So Sagittarius, some of you may be in the dating scene. You may be dating right now and just like not serious about anybody. But all of what is going on right now is just making you miss a relationship that you had with somebody in your past that was serious. Right? It could be like, God forbid, Sagittarius is tired of dating and not being settled down, or not even so much that, but I think, again, it's just reminding you, right? There's a regret here of a past relationship. And yet, yeah, that's how, and it could be that this past relationship didn't work out, but there was more to it, right? And yet now, right now, you're dealing I do feel like it's a specific person, Sagittarius. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's like highly sexually charged. Their energy is really strong and domineering, and they're coming in for you, and you love it. You almost can't say, no, and you want it, but at the same time, it's like it's leaving you unfulfilled. It's leaving you kind of vague and not sure with that moon energy. Where are you at? How do you feel about them? How do they feel about you? And the whole thing is just making you miss somebody else spiritually. Okay, show me some clarity. But again, you've got page energy and you've got a lot going on. 2 of Pentacles. You got a lot going on in your plate right now. Anyway, Sagittarius, so it's very important that, when you're feeling emotionally sort of unsure and scared and feeling like you're going, almost being tested, right? Let the busyness and the responsibility that you have right now sort of let the focus on that help you calm yourself in the area of love, because you just don't have time for it, right? You don't have time to be worried about stuff. Show me clarity for Sagittarius for this next 7-day reading. Show me. Chariot, 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and the moon again. So there you go. Yeah, it's unsure, right? You don't know. You don't know which way to go. You feel like, I think that maybe you feel like you've been here before as well, and are you being tested again? Is it just the same situation all over again? For some of you, that 5 of Cups is a reminder that you've been through this before and it didn't end out too well. So it's like the moon is a test a lot of times. So I think you feel like you're being tested, Sagittarius, right? With kind of the same type of person in a lot of ways, or a person that the type of person now that's bringing this devil energy that's coming into you. You've dealt with this energy before, right? Some of you. And I feel like you've come out of it. It was a mess, and now you're kind of feeling like you're put in that, or you've allowed yourself to get in that situation again, almost in a way to test yourself. Did you learn what you needed to learn last time? Chariot is there over that page of cups, and it's about really setting the tone for the way you want your love life to go here forward, right? For some of you, you've been quite afraid in the area of love. You've been, not afraid, but you've been hesitant to make that first step, or you've been hesitant to sort of allow somebody in. And right now, I think a lot of that is changing for you. You are kind of learning from the past. You are kind of learning to sort of adjust. And it's setting the tone for your path in love going forward with that Chariot energy. Nine of Cups is there. You're quite happy where you're at already. And so, yeah, you might be feeling like you're being tested. Things may be a little bit vague right now, but you are happy where you are right now. You're not prepared to sort of give that happiness up for a whole lot of drama and games and not sure. People being just sexual with you and not giving anything else to you. Queen of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Reminds you that there's more that you need. You need more. You need your soul and your heart filled up too. It just can't be physical. And again, Eight of Pentacles has come out over that Two of Pentacles. Yes, work, work, work is really going to stay on your mind, and it's going to keep you focused. It's going to keep you focused, and it's going to stop you from necessarily falling sort of too hard into your passion here, right? Getting too much excess, being sort of swept away with your desire and all of that. This work ethic, this need for work that you have, this responsibility that you have right now in you mentally is really going to keep you focused and sort of not going too far down the path of excess here. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it at that. It ran a little bit longer than I expected, but I hope you got something out of it, my sisters and brothers, fellow Sagittarians. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share. I hope, again, the moon is there strong, vague, it's unsure, it's a time of testing. Just, stay focused. All right, my lovelies, I shall see you at your next reading. Bye-bye now.